Well, we're here tonight for Mairead Farrell Republican Youth Committee's annual general meeting. The activists from that committee have been here tonight going through a review of the last year, and it's a pretty big review. They've been involved in a mammoth amount of work internally within the party, but also in terms of community activism, cultural activism, campaigning, all of those issues, and have really stepped the mark up and set a very high standard for those of us who aren't involved in the committee but are obviously involved in Sinn Féin as well. I mean, you look around the room and you see the confidence of young comrades coming forward, telling their stories, telling their experiences, and encouraging other young people to be involved in a Republican struggle, to be involved in Mairead Farrell Youth Committee. Any one of them really, and it's appropriate and fitting, and we'll have it here in Belfast City Hall. In many ways this has become a symbol of a changed Belfast for many people, and a symbol of how politics can advance. You look around the table and any one of these young people could be a future councillor, could be a future Ard Vera, could be a future minister or TD, and that really inspired me. You look at people like Mairead Quinn, who'll be standing in Killulta in next year's local government elections. People like that are coming forward within Sinn Féin, people who are doing great work. It's also time to reflect on loss within the committee as well. We held a minute's silence at the beginning of the meeting for young Ryan Brady, a comrade who tragically lost his life earlier this year, and I think that really crystallised the importance of being active, of being involved in your community, of being part of something greater and bigger than yourself, and I think it's very fitting and very appropriate that not only did we remember Ryan tonight, but we're also being active in terms of campaigning around suicide awareness, around tying in very closely with PIPs and the fantastic work that they do. So that's a sad note that hangs over us, but if I knew Ryan and I had the privilege of engaging with Ryan very regularly, he'd soon shake that away from us and tell us to go out and keep advancing the struggle. And it's a key time for that now as we're getting ready for next year's election, as we're out getting registration done and dusted. These are the feet that are on the street. These are the young people that are leading our party, leading our struggle forward. So it's been a fantastic year for them, and I look forward to another fantastic and improved year in the year ahead.
Carol, it's great to see so many young people here talking about politics, talking about republicanism.
Absolutely, and I mean, I came in, it already started, it wasn't too late. But already I heard things getting discussed like the Irish Language Act, Aodhan, welfare reform, equality, education, health, housing. So they're going to be a busy lot, and it sounds like they've been really busy. And I was very touched when Eoin was finishing off talking about suicide prevention and the whole mental health stuff. So fair play to them. Without certain patronising, they're obviously concentrating on issues that are important to them. They're doing it in a very focused way. They're very political, not surprising. And really, for someone from my generation, just witnessing the level of debate here this evening, I'm really heartened, and I'm delighted to be here. It's quite clear we've got at least one candidate, potential candidate, future candidate here tonight. Very energetic, very capable and very able. But these are the next generation of elected representatives. They're already political activists in their own right now. The old saying, Mullinoga August Chucky She, this is an example of it. And I think the message for us all is, these guys here said United Ireland's on its way, but equality can't wait. So it's really important that we have the next generation, that we aren't passing on the inequalities and the discrimination that we grew up with, but we're passing on a different set of challenges and problems to them. But I've no doubt there's many capable hands in this room, and I wish them all the very best.
Oran fi ihe war Sean Sean nach na hall na carrag. Continual say Talatag then Sean.
Tá sé le Talatag dúsa le feic coach Wardini and Shaw. Maar is just idag le bheith kaint faoin an politiacht a bhfuil bonogin and Shaw agus tá sé just le feic an méid mór daoine aige an Shaw. Mé féin go páirsanta tá méid ag tugadh faoin nach na Gaeilge. Tá an Irish language officer nua agin agus tá sé just le feic chuid mór daoine lífa fásta sa cumann agus bheith ag géirí Aodhan Gaeilgeoir óg le bheith teach an seo agus a bheith agrú linn.
it's been a fantastic event. It's even more progressed since last time round, which was last December. It's absolutely fantastic to see the amount of young people here tonight, especially, as you say, in City Hall. I think over the past year, the highlight for me has probably been the Freedom Camp that we held up at the old Andersonstown Barracks against the G8 Summit in Enniskillen. I mean, the amount of young people that attended, and to be honest, it was about 2 days before my wedding, and it was fantastic to be amongst it, and people were saying, "Oh, you're mad being down here," but I have to say the atmosphere of it was unreal, and the amount of people that were coming over and what he's doing, and we were explaining what we were there for, and the amount of people that actually joined the Mairead Farrell committee after that Freedom Camp was absolutely fantastic. So it's great to see here tonight the amount of young people. I myself am standing in the next council election, but I have to say over the next years ahead, the amount of young people here that will be standing in the upcoming elections is fantastic.
Saoirse, great evening, great to see so many people here. What's been your highlights of the year, and why do you think it's important to be part of this?
Well, tonight I think it was brilliant because we all got to come together and remember our friend Ryan, and also to look back on all the good things that have happened throughout the year. One thing that really stood out for me was I'm obviously involved in the university coming in Jordanstown, and myself along with the Mairead Farrell Youth Committee, we held a protest against the visit of the Israeli ambassador, and there's loads of things like that people are really interested in and passionate about, and there's no better avenue to do it than by joining the Mairead Farrell Youth Committee.
Joined by two people who are brave enough to put their names forward for roles within the committee, Aodhan and Deccy. Aodhan, I believe you're now the PRO. Why did you put your name forward for that?
I believe it's important to get the Republican message out there on your social media, your Twitters, your Facebooks. That's the advantage that our generation has. You know what I mean? So it's kind of out there in people's faces.
It was mentioned about Camp Saoirse, and what role did social media play in promoting that?
Oh, it was very important because obviously it was picked up as a story on Twitter by the likes of political journalists, other political parties, and our hashtag we used "That's the Crack," and Eoin spoke about it in there and Killian spoke about it in there, but it was trending in Belfast.
Okay, Deccy, you are also elected. Why was it important to stand up and play an important role within the committee for you?
Well, I've been elected for a treasurer. I think it's a very important role in the committee because if we want to move on and do things to change people's lives, especially young people's lives, we need money to do it.
It seems to be that one of the key themes for the youth committee is actually doing as opposed to talking.
Yes, well, there's a lot of young people out there now who doesn't really know what to do with themselves. They've no jobs, they've no nothing, no financial. So it's important for us to help change it for young people out there today, and I would just call any young person out there to come along and join, because there's no way of sitting on a chair talking about it. You need to come and join us and change it for themselves.
Eoin, you must be very pleased both with the turnout and the content of this evening, and congratulations on being re-elected.
Yeah, I know it's been great. It's a big deal for us all. It's been a very busy year. It's great that we're here having it in City Hall. I mean, it's hard to believe that the past 12 months have flew in as quick as they have. It's been a jam-packed year. I mean, we've had something on every month. From the Congress, which we held in the Féin in March, it flew in between having a Freedom Camp and opening up a season of the G8 Summit in Enniskillen. I mean, even going to South Armagh for the residential with an ex-British soldier, and there have been different things has been going on, has been ongoing throughout the year. In terms of internal education and formal debates, and in terms of unionist outreach. I mean, a few of our activists were in the Basque country just last week, and there's two of them going out here to Palestine with some members of the policing service and members of the Loyalist community over the weekend here. So it clearly shows how big of a group it really is. We're really looking forward to the Congress here next week. Again, as I said, it's flew in completely. I can't believe it. It only seems like yesterday that we were sorting out motions and delegates and everything which comes with it. So it's an omen next week, and I suppose I would say that I'm looking forward to it. It's also exciting as well this year that we're tying in with the Border Poll campaign. I know that there's a people's referendum in Strabane and Lifford. So it's exciting as a young Republican to be involved in that, and I would encourage any other young Republican out there who has that burning desire, as Buddy Pierce talked about in their heart, to just take that leap and just come forward and play their part.